Chip. Shit. No.
How about I turn this on?
It might be dead. Because this is not green either. Is it usually blinking or solid? Yeah?
Solid green.
I think it's out of hours.
Also, making goals for about 17 pounds. McCoy O'Leary.
tried charging it. Hey Matt, can you just do this for 1 second? Like,
Yeah. All right, guys. I don't know if you can hear me from here, but we're trying to do it through the iPad. Stormox down 3-1. A couple of quick goals here by both teams. Oh, Smith tries to stretch pass, tried to get up to Coots, but intercepted by Maple Grove. Now they come back now.
you want to send it over and like, pick you up on that?
Okay, you got me on here now.
Yeah, they should pick you up on this mic, but it's not as audio. About 10 minutes we can try that.
Alright, so Stormox down 1-3. 9:22 left, first period. Park Classic, Fuente, Charchenko, and Schneider. Schneider with it, Schneider up the ice, pass center, got Pulaski on the wing. Pulaski. Maple Grove comes away with it. Now into the zone they come. Shot wide and high. Another shot saved wide. He cleared the zone though now. Goes in the corner, looking for help. Over the support. Comes Maple Grove now, all the way across. Maple Grove, Siggins, passes. Looking for a cross ice pass.
Go.
Plastic's got Schneider, give it to him. Oh, he needed the saving pass there. Now here comes Maple Grove up to the third.
Henson.
They're walking in zone. Save my wife. Chips it up. Bolter with it. Bolter wants it out of his zone. Maple Grove reduced that center as he dumps it in. Now his butt check goes back to Cheese. Budo looks up ice. He's got Bolter. Bolter over to Nichols. Bolter trades it up into the zone. Maple Grove again. Shot flag. Up to the point now. Marcia. Got the shot. Smith goes back. Battles in the corner now.
Get it. What are you doing here?
Maple Grove again. They're looking for a second shot. Back door. Wide is there. Shot goes wide. Smith up to G-Net, and G-Net wants to bring it up ice. He stops at the blue line, looking for support. He's letting receiver now. Receiver. On Smith, but they come to that. Out of the corner goes Kent and Cheese. Kent's got Coots. Gives it to him. Coots goes around one guy. Gets around another guy. Cuts middle. Look at the zone. Goes into the corner. Looking, spinning, looking for help. Tried to tip it back to the defensive player, but turned over. There comes Maple Grove in now. Little tight power move.
What was that?
No penalty. You got somebody going up with the penalty. He shot him in the corner. Questionable call. 4-on-4 will go. 4-on-4 will play for about a minute. Here comes the just took it down low in the corner. Maple Grove.
Shit!
More seconds on 4-on-4, and then we'll go to a brief penalty kill for a couple seconds. Smith, Neil and Gina. He's Marchek over there. Gina, you gets the stretch pass, he went Clark. Tries to make a goal back into the zone now. He spins in there, tries to pick up the play.
Hit with it.
Still chipping it. Nice shot. Pass by Maple Grove through the slot, but we know. Now Maple Grove's on the power play for our team. Shot, save Whitey. Maple Grove controls. Another shot at Whitey. Second shot. 19 seconds left on the forward play for the touchdown. Nichols on the draw now. Puck knocked down a little bit now. I think we're back in business.
Really get it in here.
So 3:50 left, first period. Stormhawks down 4-1. Nichols on the draw. Nichols wins it over to the sidewall, but Maple Grove controls. 8 more seconds on the penalty kill. Shot, save Whitey. Now Stormhawks they ring it around. Puck stays in the zone though, not out. Now, out to the point, Maple Grove, shot, save Whitey. Loose puck, still saved, into the corner, knocked. 4-1, 3:28 left. Now Stormhawks are back at full strength. And Stormhawks force them out of the zone. Shot wide by O'Leary now. Here comes Duda. Duda to Charchenko. Charchenko trying to get up the point. All the way over to Clark, but Duda's got it. Duda races in. Duda races in, looking, tries to scissor with Clark. Clark. Back into the corner now. And Maple Grove is not going to get called for icing. So Charchenko will go back to retrieve. Well, here comes Charchenko, tries to get it up the board. Does temporarily now. Into the corner it goes. Charchenko steals it. Stormox change. Clark's looking for help. Maple Grove's back though. Job by Plastic now. Plastic over to McNeil. McNeil over to Smith. Smith up to Plastic. Some nifty passing here by the Stormox. Over to Clark. Clark brings it in the zone. Clark's got Seaver driving. Gets it over to Plastic. Plastic with a one-timer. Saved by Maple Grove. And they come back the other way now. Smith goes back to retrieve and will get an icing. So 1:36 left first period. Stormox down 1-4.
Still solid.
Giannetti, Schneider, Plastic, Duda, Puente. Now Stormox out to Duda. Duda looks, tries it over to Puente. Puente drives in, gets a shot, rebound. Well, here comes Maple Grove. The Stormox hold, stolen by Plastic. He's got Giannetti in the slot. Just couldn't get it to him. Now Giannetti. Schneider steals it. Schneider to Plastic. Plastic rips one on goal. Saved by Maple Grove. Now here comes the Maple Grove. Duda holds the line. Gets it down for Plastic. Giannetti steals for a second. Now here comes Maple Grove out through the zone. Now Duda. Duda looks. Chips it up the boards. Schneider comes away with it. Schneider goes wide. Tries to get around one guy and does. Giannetti wants a centering pass. Knocked away by Maple Grove and they come the other way. Into the zone they come. Puente steals it. Puente gets around his guy. Puente chips up the boards. He's trying to go. Maple Grove back into the zone. They got a 2-on-1. Oh no. Whitey with the save. Now Duda up ice, looking. He's got Clark on his wing, Schneider on his other wing. Duda comes into the zone offsides, looks like. So things have calmed down now after the blitz of the first 5 minutes of the game. 1-4, Stormox down. Clark, Nichols, Kent, Smith and Kazmarchuk, 10 seconds left. Clock's not running, now it runs. Out to Clark. Clark throws it down low. Stormox scoring, but that should do it for the first period. Stormox down 4-1. Actually, looks like they're going to go sand the ice, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. All right, we're back. Period 2. Stormhawks down 4-1. Clark on the draw. Maple Grove comes away with it though. Into the zone they bring it. Shot. Save YB. He covers. Clark on the draw. Into the corner it goes now.
That was his own man.
And Stormhawks are going to go right on the penalty kill. Looks like Puente's going to the box. I don't think it was a penalty. Looks like they tripped over their own guy, but ref says no. So Smith, Clark, Schneider, Duda out there for the Stormhawks. Clark on the draw. He wins it back to Smith. Smith tries to chip it over. Now over to into the corner now. Maple Grove setting it up. Out to the point. Out to the blue line. They umbrella around. Oh, they were looking back door. That was there. Now Stormhawks. Another cross ice pass. They walk in, break the stick. Now Stormhawks have a chance. Go the other way. But Maple Grove tosses it in. Smith now around for Duda. Lets it go for Clark. Clark gets it out of the zone. Schneider goes with it. He's got a one-on-one. What's Schneider going to do? He cuts middle. Gets around his guy. Shoots. Saved by Maple Grove, but we're going to get a penalty on Maple Grove. So that'll even up the penalties. Fortunately, our penalty kill, our clock didn't run, so they should have something figured out there. So Stormhawks are still showing a minute 30 penalty, even though we've been playing for 30 seconds or so. Now the refs discuss. The refs trying to let the scorekeeper figure it out here now. They have the numbers right, they just didn't start our players' penalty clock, so we should probably have about a minute left on our penalty. My guess is, oh, now they reset the penalty clock. Still waiting for the scorekeeper to set it up here now. He's trying to figure out a time to put up on the clock. They got the player number now. 50 seconds left. So now that looks about right. That actually might have benefited the Stormhawks a little bit. I don't know if it was 40 seconds ago, but that looks like what the ref is going with. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 50 seconds. Then the Stormhawks will go on a power play for 40. Clark wins the draw back to Duda. Duda dumps it down low looking for Clark. Oh, Maple Grove just rings it around. Oh, turnover. Now Clark had a chance briefly. Duda, Gianetti. Now Gianetti with it. Skates the blue line. Looking. Gets it over to Smith. Smith wants a shot. Right on goal. Saved by the Maple Grove goaltender. Stormhawks showing a little bit of pressure here now. Gianetti behind the goal. Gianetti looks out to this point. He's got Duda. Duda had to chip it down to Giannetti along the half wall. Down to Clark now. Clark over to Duda. Duda wants a quick shot, but blocked by Maple Groves. Stormox, Giannetti, cut center, looking, shoots, fires. On goal, save. So, 1 second left on the Stormox penalty, and then we'll go on a power play. Now Clark. Coach directing traffic. He wants to do it to the center of the ice now. Clark ties up his man. Maple Grove tries to ring it around. And they're going to come away. Oh, good job by Plenty temporarily to hold. Now Duda has to race back to get it. Now Stormox, oh, they're not able to control. Maple Grove's chance, shorthanded. Save. Oh, puck just slips wide. Stormox on the power play, but it's in their own zone. Now Maple Grove just content. Throw it around. 8 seconds left. They basically killed the whole freaking penalty in our own zone. Four seconds left on the Stormox power play. Walter Nichols. Charchenko, Maple Grove. Stormox come away with it now, half the half wall. Stormox try to center to get out, but right back into the zone it comes. Down low they chip it. Now Stormox full strength. Nichols, Molter, Classic. Stormox intercept at center ice. Get it into the zone. They got a 3-on-2 shot. Save Wybe. Deflects it up high.
Go, go, go.
Stormox able to clear temporarily now. Right back into the zone comes Maple Grove. They got a 2-on-2. Pass it over. Shot. Save. Snipe for Maple Grove. That's a 5-1 lead. Coots, Kent, Seaver, Smith, Duda. Coots on the draw. Got his buddy O'Leary over there. O'Leary wins it. Now here comes Maple Grove and they just decide to shoot. Wybe's going to glove it. Going to be an offensive face-off. Coots, Duda, Kent, Smith, Seaver. Coots tries to win it off from save into the corner by Wybe now. Smith tosses up to Seaver. Seaver tries to center it to Coots. But Maple Grove right back into the zone now. Duda comes away with it. Tips it over to Smith. Smith. Maple Grove right back down into the corner now. Maple Grove. Nice passing, but Smith does a good job. Seaver to Smith. Smith knocks it out of the zone up the center ice. Now Duda. Now Maple Grove back to center ice. Coots tips it up the boards. But Maple Grove still controls. Now Smith. Smith's got it. Smith cuts middle. Smith wants to go into the zone. Dumps it in. Stormox will go change. Stormox changed almost all 5, I think. Maple Grove rips one. Moulter now in the corner. Moulter tries to chip it up. Maple Grove throws it right back down deep. Puente battles with it now. Up to Nichols on the half wall. Nichols reverses play. Off the side of the net now, McNeil looking. McNeil, good pass over to Clark. Clark gets it to Nichols. Nichols is looking. Nichols throws one on net. Clark tries to go into forecheck. Out to center ice though. McNeil. Kuzmarchek. Clark chips it in. Stormhawks going on the forecheck. Maple Grove controls, gets it out to center ice. 2-on-2. Good job by Kuzmarchek to step up over and help. Now Maple Grove just throws it back down deep. They're definitely playing a different game now. Clark around rings it to Moulter. Right, Maple Grove still holds out to center ice. Maple Grove throws another one on net. Duda just deflects it to, or Wybe deflects it to Duda in the corner. Nichols reverses to Kuzmarchek. Up the wall they go. Now Clark looking behind his own net. What does he got? He's going to try to get around one guy. He does. Now Clark up the right wing. Cuts center. Clark into the zone. Clark gets around another guy. Clark tries to power and shoots off the pipe. Now here comes Maple Grove with a 3-on-2. Good stick by Duda, knocks it into the wall. Kuzmarchek back to retrieve. He's looking. He spins it up to Plastic. Plastic brings it up center ice. Looking. Oh, there's a centering pass, but nobody home. Now here comes Maple Grove. They shove it all the way up ice. Maple Grove in all alone. Wybe with the save. Slides over. Now Plastic goes in on the forecheck. Again for Maple Grove, 3-on-3 this time. Shot, another one off, it looked like it went off the post. Whoa. Maple Grove all over the Stormhawks now. Cross ice pass, they walk in, fire. Puente doesn't let it get there. Now here comes Maple Grove. Giannetti battles behind the net, but Maple Grove controls. Another cross ice pass. Shoot. Oh. Nothing the Stormhawks could do there. Puck was tipped, deflected, and then just a tap in. 6-1. Maple Grove. Coots wins it back cleanly. Gets it over to Kent. Now Kent goes in on the porch, or in. Kent looking. Tries to center it. Well, Maple Grove right back up the ice. Now Coots spins with it. Tosses it up the ice, looking for Seaver. But Maple Grove comes away with it. Oh, tic-tac. Looking for toe, but no go. Now here comes Maple Grove. Oh no, turnover. But we're getting a penalty on Maple Grove here for a cross check. That'll be an icing on Maple Grove, so we'll have another offensive face-off. Clark's going to take the draw with Schneider, Giannetti, Duda, and Plastic. Maple Grove controls the puck. Duda tries to pin and support. He does. Good job by, oh, here's G80. G80 wants a shot. Ooh. Maple Grove goalie flashes the leather. Makes the save. Minutes 5 left on the power play. Well, Schneider, Gianetti, Plastic, Clark, Duda. Clark tries to hold his own, but Maple Grove comes away with it. Schneider at Sunrise, taken down, no call. Now Plastic into the zone. Looking for Gianetti, he gets around one guy. Tips one on goal, save. Gianetti wanted a tip, just couldn't connect. Out to center ice it goes and down deep. We'll get another icing on Maple Grove. 41 seconds left in the power play. Now Duda walks the blue line. Over to Clark now. Clark half wall. Maple Grove's applying pressure now, so that gives a chance. Duda wants to walk in. Now Plastic up to Duda. Over to Clark. Clark shoots. Saved by Maple Grove. .22 seconds left on the power play. 5:47 left. Stormox win on the forecheck. Clark wants Gianetti. Now here comes Maple Grove. They got a 2-on-2. Save Wybe. They get it over to the guy. Wybe might have taken one where it hurts. He's down. Wybe's he's moving, but I think he took one where you don't want to take one. Coach is going to go out and check on him here. Stormox go out, support their goalie. Hansen's warming up now at center ice. Looks like Easton's getting up to his knees now. They're just giving him time. I know he doesn't want to come out, but we'll see once hear what coach says. I think he's trying to tell coach, I just need to walk it off for a second. Yep. Wybe's going to stay in net. He's just, like I said, just shaking that one off. So we're going to go Nichols, Coots, Moulter, Puente, and McNeil. Shot, save Wybe. Maple Grove controls though. Now to the point. Shot, Wybe blocks it. Coots goes back to retrieve. Into the corner it goes. Now Puente comes away with it. Puente up the boards. Maple Grove's not able to hold. And we'll get an offsides on Maple Grove. Wybe goes for a skate. Looks like he's back. Feeling fine. Stormox going to change up the forwards here. 4:48, second period, 6-1 Maple Grove. Now Maple Grove tries a centering pass. Puente comes away with it though. Puente looks, he wants to skate it. Tries to get it to Clark. Clark into the zone. Clark wants a center, shoots. Hits the goalie almost in the face mask, I think, and deflects out of play. Clark off the draw. Maple Grove brings one around up to the sidewall. But turnover and goes right to Smith. Smith looking for his D partner. They tip it over to Kuzmarchuk now. Now to the point. Shot. Blocked by Schneider. Never got there. Now Schneider tries to get around. Does. Looking for support. Wants to toss it up to Plastic. Now Schneider again at center ice. Schneider wants to set it up. Now it's over to Smith. Smith looking. Smith dumps it down low, and the Stormhawks are trying to do a dump and chase forecheck here. Plastic in, but Maple Grove's able to clear. Now, centering pass through the slot. Another shot, Wybe. Save! Another save. And Wybe covers. .3:15 left, second period. Now Nichols on the draw. Maple Grove gets it out to the point though. Shot deflected before it ever got there. Due to the further dump and chase. Now Nichols. Gianetti comes around half wall. Looking. Tried to get it to Moulter. And Maple Grove will be offside, so we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 2:49 left, second period. In the net, Wybe stops it for Puente. Puente to Gianetti. Gianetti wants to reverse field. Duda back to Gianetti now. Gianetti wants a centering pass, gets it out of the zone. Maple Grove controls though. And here they come, they tip it in. On goal, so Wybe has to cover. All right, Stormhawks now. Coots on the draw. Coots wins it over to the sidewall. Wanted to go that way. Now Maple Grove, point, shot. Smith goes back. Battle in front of the net. Now out it goes. Save. Puck goes over the net. Now Coots is tripped. No call. Shot, save, Wybe. Maple Grove from the point. Shot. Save Wybe. Wybe blocks it in the corner. Duda's trying to help support along the half wall. Clark comes away with it. Clark chips it up. Not out though, but now good stick by Schneider there for a second. Now Plastic comes away with it. Plastic tries to get it in the zone. Maple Grove comes away with it. They dump and chase. There's Marchek, reverses to Duda. Duda looking. He wants a stretch pass, gets it out to Plastic. Plastic's got Clark right on his hip. Drop past Clark, over to Plastic. Plastic tries to drive in, shoot. Off the goalie, into the corner now. Clark, 42 seconds left. Out to Marchek. Stormox hold, but here comes Maple Grove. They got a 2-on-1. Oh, good stick there, good slide. And Stormox able to avoid a disaster there. 26 seconds left in the second period. Maple Grove has to clear the zone here. They reset. Smith races back into the corner. But Maple Grove out to the point now. Over to Puente. Puente chips it up to Giannetti. Giannetti on the right wing. Giannetti. And that'll do it for period number 2. Stormox down 6-1. All right, 15 minutes left. Stormox come away with it. Clark wants to get around. Clark wants to drive in, looking for Schneider. Schneider wants Plastic. Now Marchek. Marchek gets one on get no. Clark. Maple Grove with a good chance there, but Stormox able to keep it out of the net. Now Clark up to Schneider. Schneider brings it in the zone. He's got Duda. Well, here he comes again. Clark with a good stick on stick. Another shot, save Wybie. How Plastic looking. Plastic try to centering pass, but we're going to get a slash on Maple Grove. So Stormox will go on a power play here. 14:07 left. Nichols on his forehand now. Gets it over to Schneider. Schneider right back to Puente. Puente looks. Gets it over to Giannetti. Now Puente walks in. Over to Clark. Clark at the dot. Shoots. Save. Now to the right of the goalie. Clark will take this one. Clark wins it back to Puente now. Puente. Over to Giannetti. Giannetti able to hold his own. But Maple Grove is able to clear now. And they score. A 7-1 lead for Maple Grove. Back to Plastic. Plastic looking. Gets it up to Giannetti on the right wing. Giannetti looking. He stops. 43 seconds left on the power play. Maple Grove with another chance here. Maple Grove with shorty. Goes just wide. Well, Clark finally has it. Looking for open ice. Gets it. Into the corner he goes. Clark all the way out to Duda. Duda walks in. Gets around one guy. Back comes Maple Grove now. We toss it up ice, and it goes into the stands. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off. 6 seconds left. And look. Oh, it's run time. So we're in run time. So actually, we'll have 1 second of power play here, and then as soon as the pucks drop, they'll be at full strength. Nichols back to McNeil now. McNeil wants a shot. Stormox in the corner. Puck just held along the wall right now, nothing really happening. Puente gets it up to Moulter eventually here. Moulter chips it down low. Stormox going on the forecheck. Clark steals the puck, brings it into the zone. He's got Kent with him. Over to Puente. Puente rips one on goal. Save. Kent tries to chip the rebound. Up to Coots now. Coots with it. Coots got a 3-on-2. Tries to get it low. Good stick by Maple Grove. Clark goes into support. Kent and Cooch try to help. And we'll get another power play for the Stormhawks here. Jesus Christ. So the Stormhawks will send out the power play unit down 7-1. 10 minutes left in the third period. Maple Grove's going to ice it. Clark now. They're ringing around. Oh, good outlet pass to Giannetti. He just couldn't connect, but he races in. He's still going to get it. Tries a shot, goes wide. Now Clark. Clark out to the point. Back down to Clark. Clark over to Plastic. Plastic wants to go low to Giannetti. Giannetti to Clark. Back up to Plastic now. Plastic unable to hold. So, Duda right back to Clark now. Clark rings one in. Looking for Stormhawks on the forecheck. Schneider's the first one there. But Maple Grove controls, and out they come. Into the zone they bring it. Shot, save, Hanson, or Wybe. .8:15 left in the period. Run time. Maple Grove is going to score a goal, so that's 8-1. Oh, here comes Maple Grove again now. Another save by Wybe. Now Coots comes away with it. Coots brings it up to center ice. Looking. He wants to dump it down, go for a change. Another shot, another goal. It's a 9-1 Maple Grove lead. 6:33 left. Third period. Walter gets a shot on goal, just deflected into the corner. Clark drives around behind the net, looking for some support, looking for help. Gets it all the way over to Charchenko. But Maple Grove is able to clear. Now Kent wanted to bring it back in. Race for the puck. Stormhawks come away with it. Giannetti up the sidewall here. He comes in with speed. He's looking. Wants a shot. Gets one. Looking for a rebound. Out to the point. Smith needs to go back down low for Schneider for a second, but just couldn't connect. Now Duda. Smith. Up to Plastic. Plastic centers it over to Giannetti. Now it's Schneider along the half wall. Maple Grove just relentless right now. Classic reverses, dump it down low to Giannetti. Giannetti's trying to get a pass out to his point, but Maple Grove comes away with it. And Giannetti passes it up to Plastic. Plastic into the zone. He's got Nichols with him. Plastic cuts center. Wants a shot. Another penalty for Maple Grove. 3:41 left. Run time here. Park, Kuzmarchek, Coots. Park tries to go down low. Now out to the point. And here comes Maple Grove again. Now Coots with it. Coots up the center ice. Goes into the zone, looking for a centering pass. He wanted Nichols. Clark still got it though. Clark holds his own. Down low to Coots. Coots lets it go around. Maple Grove rings it, but Puente holds. Now out to Puente. Puente holds his own, still holds his own. Still looking to hold his own. Now Coots with it. Coots wants to rip one. Now Kuzmarchek, back to Clark. Clark wants a center. Nichols wants a center. Coots wants a one. None of them could bury it. High puck played with a high stick. So Kuzmarchek touches it. Two minutes, 20 seconds left. Out to Giannetti. Giannetti's one-on-one. Got one guy to beat. Can he get around him? He does. He cuts hard. Taken down. Another call. Another penalty on Maple Grove. Eventually, Stormhawks have to make Maple Grove pay for all these penalties. When you get your shot, you got to bury them. Seaver, Kent, Moulter, McNeil, and Smith. Oh, right on the Moulter stick. Moulter wants a shot. Saved by him. Minute left. Run time now. Smith chips it up the boards. Kent goes into the zone, looks, tries to center for Seaver. Seaver tries to chip it over to Moulter. Moulter comes with it behind the net. Now Moulter's Seaver. Seaver gets around one guy. Kent tries to support. Here comes Maple Grove. 30 seconds left. Smith chips it away from the Maple Grove, but they're offsides. So 20 seconds left in the game. We'll get maybe one more face-off. And they're not even going to do that. Maple Grove's going to go back to their goalie. 3 seconds left. Stormhawks lose the championship game 1-9 versus Maple Grove in the Potato Showdown. Well, thanks folks for watching. It was a fun weekend. Had a good time by all. Wish we could have had a better game here at the end, but it was definitely fun. So the guys will shake hands. They'll get the second place announcement, and then we'll sign off after that. Thanks, everyone.